Alright, motherfuckers.
Listen here, boy. This is Down the Bayou Podcast, where we're not going to talk about the weather. You like that? Huh? Steven Berger? You like not talking about the weather? Gosh darn it. Today we're not going to talk about the weather. Okay? It's Down the Bayou Podcast with the agave uniform. With the agave uniform on. Okay? We're not talking about the fucking weather. Today, we're going to talk about... Wait, hold on. I forgot my list. Let's see. Actually, I have a list of people that want to be on the podcast, and they kind of want to come to my house, or either I'll go to their house and do some podcasts. So, gosh, this is so high. Okay, that's much better. So, Travis, my boy Travis I work with, he, I feel like I'm not looking at the camera at all. Okay. Okay, hold up. Let's see what we can do. Hold on. We're gonna adjust this on the podcast. Oh, now we're fucking cooking with peanut oil. Okay, so let me put my hat on, not like a squatted truck driver. Oh my god, now I look like a jail person. Okay, there we go. I got work hair. Oh, don't look that bad. Okay, like I was saying, my boy Travis is first up on the list. And we might not go in order, but so Travis cuts hair. He used to cut my hair, but then I started going to this. I'm not gonna explain this on a public place. If you know, you know where I go get my hair cut. So Travis used to cut my hair, so I told him, I said, hey, why don't we do a podcast while you cut my hair? We can drink some whiskey while you cut my hair. Speaking of whiskey, I'm going to bring the mic real close to this. Oh, yeah. I got that Coors Light. We're not going to show the camera because I am 21 years of age. So, next on the list is Hayden. Hayden actually told me that he was supposed to come overnight and we were going to film a podcast and get drunk. Even though I was like, hey, I'm going to get drunk at work and then I'm going to come to my house and then you can come and then you can either already be drunk or get drunk at my house and we can film a podcast. He's like, oh yeah, what time are you going to get home? I was like, probably like 11 o'clock. It's 11:11. I got home 10 minutes ago. I got home right at 11. And I called him twice and he didn't answer. So Hayden, if you're watching this, fuck you. So I guess me and him are going to film another time. Emily Chasson. That is her last name, right? Yeah, Emily Chasson. I went to high school with her. She was one of my good friends. And she has a girlfriend. Her and her girlfriend are so cute together. They are amazing. She always posts, and I'm like, God, sometimes I wish I had a relationship like that. Don't make fun of me, Morley. Shut up right now. Okay. Then next up on the list is Carson. Carson, I used to work with him. I feel like, dude, I'm probably destroying this mic right now. Carson, I used to work with also. He's a really cool guy. And, hold on. Used to work with Carson. And he's really cool. He texted me earlier. And he was like, hey, get me drunk, let's do a podcast. And I was like, fuck yeah. So we're going to do a podcast soon. I don't know. I just need to find time to do this because, like, I'm doing this right now at 11:15 at night. Not many people are doing stuff. So can't really do most of my friends. And like Fridays, most of the time I work at 2 now, which sucks. I hate working at 2 o'clock. But like, I need the money. But the past couple of weeks I haven't made, excuse me, my apologies. Haven't made money from 2 to 5. There's no point in me working. But I still gotta work to go make money. But I mean, at that point, I just bring my book with me and I read. So either that or play on my phone and try not to get in trouble. I was gonna talk about something. Hold on, let's pull up the notes. Steven Berger, you better still be watching. Oh, speaking of Steven Berger, my hat's not in my room, but if you're from Lafayette or actually anywhere, support your local gun dealer. Berg, BERG, apostrophe S, Outdoors. Berg's Outdoors. You can buy guns from him. Obviously, you have to be of age. Like, he's an outfitter, outdoors. I don't know. I'm not good with the terminology, but you can buy it. He got guns. He got attachments to guns. He has all the ammo except for buckshot when I needed it. Yeah, Berg, I'm talking about you. I'm looking at you, Berg. You're probably watching this like, holy shit, this is weird. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm staring at you. And you can hear me real good now because I have a good mic. Berg. Yeah, support your local gun dealer and outfitter, Berg's Outdoors, off of Highway 90. I forgot the exact address, but just if y'all really want the information, then most of the people watching this just text me and I'll give you his information. You can get in contact with him. Sorry, I gotta respond to text. Okay, let's go back actually to I want to tell some server stories, but I'm gonna lose my train of thought because I'm 100% not sober. You didn't hear that from me. Okay, so we'll tell this funny story real quick. So I'm gonna read this note thing. So when I made that first podcast, I was like, so I was in the shower and I was just like, podcast, whoa, let's do it. So I got my thinking cap on. And I was like, what if I do a podcast? Because like honestly, since YouTube came out, I was like, oh, that's cool. And I would watch Dude Perfect a lot, and I was like, damn, that's cool. I want to be like them, but I don't have that kind of talent. Well, I do. I'm just not the most like, I don't know. We're not gonna get into personal deep thought here, but I've been wanting to be like a YouTuber, and like I used to post live streams on YouTube from my PlayStation, but that was like 14-year-old me, I think. I need to start making eye contact with the camera. So I stopped doing the whole YouTube thing, and I never tried. That was all just so stupid. Well, then recently I was like, dude, all these people in the world doing podcasts, there's no one down south that's doing a podcast that no one's ever caught on to. Maybe I'll get lucky and people are like, oh man, this dude's podcast is dope as fuck. And then I'm going to school for nothing and I get rich off of YouTube. I'm joking. That would never happen. I wish. Please give me your money. Berg, if you're still watching, stop making fun of me. Berg is my main culprit. This podcast. So, I made the podcast in that first one. I'm not gonna lie. For the first like 3 days, I was like, dude, fuck you. I can do what I want. This is cool. I'm being myself, which I was, but like, that was just so cringe, dude. It was cringe. Okay, good mythical effing morning, everybody. Oh Jesus Christ, with the fucking headset on, dog. Come on. Sober me is so boring. Speaking of sober. So, did that podcast, and then I was like, please make fun of me, which I do want y'all to make fun of me, but at the same time, like, holy shit, y'all made a lot of fun of me. Hold back just a little bit. Just a little bit, please. And, just realized my fucking tie is right there. My cowboy tie. What's the real name for that? The cowboy tie is, holy shit, I forgot. I don't know. My buddy Kobe gave it to me. He didn't really give it to me, but I kind of just took it from him. He never asked for it back. Sorry, Kobe, if you're watching 12 minutes in. So yeah, I made that podcast, and then everybody was making fun of me, and I was like, it's alright. Well, one night I got drunk, and I was like, fuck this. I got home, and I was like, dude, you know what? I wrote this down in my notes. I was so heated. I wrote down notes on the podcast of what I should do next. Drunk me was just like, do it, you pussy, do it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say the P word. I'm so sorry. My first on the list is mental health. Apparently, I was sad that night. Check your mental health, guys. Talk to your friends. Make sure they're okay, even though they're good. Even though they seem fine. Make sure they're okay, please. Make sure they don't want to. Use that. There we go. Yeah, just make sure mental health. I like deep down, like really make sure your people are good. Like if anybody ever seems off, just make sure they're good. Jesus Christ. Every person has their own passion. Me wanting to do this YouTube thing is like people making fun of me, like, I want to do my own passion. We got Kobe Boudreaux. If you're still watching 14 minutes in, Kobe Boudreaux, hey man, fuck you. Holy shit, what was I getting? Yeah, Kobe, you got your own little deal going on. Same thing with Skylar, my roommate. Love you, man. I love you, man. You got your own passion. Everybody got their own passion. Y'all two are the main motherfuckers making fun of me. God, I feel like this is so close. Everybody has their own passion. Wanting to do YouTube since young. I talked about that already. And then possible outcome. What was I talking about when I was... What? I don't know if I'm going to get monetized for cursing, but F everyone else. Apparently. F what they think. Stay your own person. I mean, I guess growing up, stay your own person. Find what you want to do. Don't care about what anyone else thinks. You want to read Harry Potter books, read Harry Potter books. That's not me. I'm not going to read Harry Potter, but I'll read The Harry Potter books. I'll read. Same thing with life. If you wanna be a mountain climber for the rest of your life, you do that. If you wanna be a welder, shout out Colston, love you, brother. My blood brother, love you, man. He wants to be a welder. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but he wants to be a welder. I came to UL, wanted to be an engineer. Now I'm a marketer. Okay. And that was all I wrote when I was drunk. Speaking of drunk. That's like half left. Less than half. Yeah. I watched Theo Vaughn earlier. One day I can have a podcast like him. He's actually from Louisiana. I forgot what part he said. What's maybe Baton Rouge? No, he's from up north. He's in from northern Baton Rouge. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of, give me a second. Look how cool this mic is. Now I'm unmuted. Y'all can hear me. Theo Vaughn. He had look how she's laying. Theo Vaughn had Drewski. That's his name, Drewski. Drewski was on his podcast. Drewski is so funny, bro. Drewski's so funny. Like, excuse me. You got, in my opinion, you got black people that are really, really funny, and I think those, like, that's just like that culture of people are so freaking hilarious. And then you got bigger people. Some of them are just like, I don't know, but then some of them are like, the shit that comes out of their mouth, excuse my French, is hilarious. Theo Vaughn, oh my god, no, Drewski is both of them put together, and he is so freaking funny. Drewski is hilarious. Plus Theo Vaughn's hilarious. I was watching the podcast in the middle of class because one of my classes just I don't pay attention in. But I got an A on the first test. That's just how it goes. I busted out laughing middle of class, and the teacher was like, I'm so sorry. Please don't get mad at me. Sorry. So yeah, she busted out laughing at me, and I was just like, whatever. But yeah, this Theo Vaughn podcast is freaking hilarious. I don't know, something about him just seems so cool. Like I would love to have a podcast like that and have guests. So currently my 4-person list. Wait, who did I talk to earlier? And I was like, yo, we get drunk, do a podcast. Who was leaving? Who was like, Cole, Luke Domain. He loves to drink wine and eat steak on the same night, which is a lot of people, but he likes to drink wine just by itself, like an old white woman. No, I'm joking, me too. But like I told him, I said, look, come do the podcast. I'll cook you a steak. We can drink wine, get hammered while we do a podcast. Bro, that would be so F-word dope, dude. F-word. Like all my friends, look, if y'all are watching this and y'all are making fun of me, I guarantee y'all are inside of your head thinking, I want to do a podcast with him. That actually be kind of funny. Exactly. As long as you don't say any forbidden words, like, I'm not going to say it, but like, forbidden words in today's culture, as long as you don't say it, you're invited on the podcast. Just don't make a fool of me, please. Thanks. We're almost at 20 minutes. Speaking of 20 minutes, I'm taking a sip and a couple. So yeah, podcasts are gonna be fun. I feel like they'd be really fun, and there's just a lot of drinking involved, which is gonna be even more fantastic. And then like most of my friends, I feel like in people's lives, like everybody has like this either a group of friends unless you're just lonely. I've been there. It's okay. You just have this group of friends and y'all do the stupidest shit. And like if other people saw it, y'all would be comedic. Y'all would be comedic and people would love to watch it. So like the other night we were me, Kobe, Skylar, and Rob. Rob was with us. We were all drinking in the living room. And we're like, dude, the podcast would be perfect. And I'm like, oh, now you don't want to talk good about the podcast, huh? You want to talk good about the podcast now? I'm so sorry. Speaking of burp. So I mean, yeah, a good podcast with like all the buddies. As long as we don't say nothing stupid, then I mean, hey, let's do a podcast. But see, like the only thing is like, you got 4 dudes sitting in the living room, and we're all like at least 10 feet away from the mic. Can you hear me good like this? Even if you can't hear me good, I'm only arm's length and like 8 inches, so that's a foot because your foot size is actually this, and I wear a 12, so that's 12 inches. So that was like, let's just say 2 feet. That's not 2 feet. 2.5 feet. So 2.5 feet is 30 inches. That's only, I don't know if y'all can hear me good right there. I'm going to have to rewatch it and see. But like, what if we're all like 6 to 8 feet away from the thing? Are you going to be able to hear? That's the only thing about the mic. And I'm not wealthy enough to buy 4 mics. And there might be a rare occurrence where we have 4 people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm going to just have to see. We're going to have to test it out to see. You know what's cool? Now y'all can't hear me. So, I just remembered. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about. I hope y'all watched 23 minutes in. I mean, I know it was probably a little boring, but it was better than the last one, right? The webcam is way better. I got a webcam up here instead of my computer, which is right here. This is the webcam. It looks a hell of a lot better. And I got a new mic, which I can do like this. And I can turn it away, and y'all can't even tell it's there. And y'all can probably still hear me really good. And then I'll bring it even closer, and I can whisper, and y'all can hear me really good. And then also, if I'm talking right here, I can lower it with my finger, and now I'm just getting lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Now y'all can hear me. Yeah. So. Oh, I just remembered. You didn't see that? It's not a silver bullet. Oh yeah. Okay. I guess that's it. I guess that's it for tonight's podcast. Or tonight, as in 11. About 24 minutes. So I started right after 11. So Thursday night podcast. Don't drink, kids. Holy shit. Thursday night podcast. This is probably going to be Friday morning for y'all because I don't think I'm going to post it tonight. I might. I don't know. It's not the point. Y'all aren't going to watch it till tomorrow anyway, but if y'all do watch it, that'd be great. More. Say hey to the camera. Say hey to the camera. I get my tattoo on Monday. Y'all won't see me again until I'm in Yume and I'm having a new tat on my knee. So, and all who made fun of my tattoo tour, you listen here, boy. You listen here, boy. Give me my wire. You understand that I don't know what I'm talking about. I just wanted to get really close to the camera. Now I look like a fool, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to let y'all watch me finish this beer, and then it's going to be LaCroix. Seltzer water. Alright. So, with that concluded, at 26 minutes for this podcast, hope y'all have a great night. Or day, whenever this is posted. Thank you for watching. Even though you might make fun of me, make some more fun of me.